Special Committee to examine the draft constitution. Committee on Function of Constitutional Assembly, J.B. Mabalankar, Constitutional Assembly. Legal Advisor B.N. Rao, Committee on Function of Constitutional Assembly. J.B. Mabalankar, Special Committee to examine the draft constitution, Sri Alladi Krishnan Swamy IR. Drafting Committee, Ambedkar. Union Power Committee, Jawaharlal Nehru. Union Constitutional Committee, Jawaharlal Nehru. Provincial Constitutional Committee, Sardar Patel. Advisory Committee on Fundamental Rights, Minor Tribal Affairs, Sardar Patel. Rules of Procedure Committee, Procedure. Rajendra Prasad, State Committee, Jawaharlal Nehru Steering Committee, Rajendra Prasad. Special Committee to examine the draft constitution, Alladi Krishnan Swamy IR. Committee on Function, Constitutional Assembly, J.B. Mavalankar. Committee on Function, Legal Advisor B.N. Rao. The Government of India of 1935. In 35. Federal Scheme Office of Governor, Judiciary, Emergency Provision and Public Service Commissions. The Government of India Act, British Constitution. In the 1920 Nehru Committee headed by the Matlab making constitutions. Nehru Bharat ka Samvidan, Indian Constitution. Nehru Committee headed by the Matlab Nehru drafted a constitution for India. The idea for the constitution was put forward for the first time by M.N. Roy in 1934. But it drafted a constitution. Nehru Committee. The demand for Constitutional Assembly was first accepted by the British in August for 1940. But the Constitutional Assembly was set up in November 1946 as per the Cabinet Mission Plan 1946. But British government accepted the Constitutional Assembly provision in 1940 in August of first meeting was held in December 1946. First meeting with Sachidananda Sinha as interim president. On 11th December 1946, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the permanent president. On 11th December, Rajendra was elected permanent president. Later permanent president of Constitutional Assembly. It took almost 3 years. 2 years, 11 months, 18 days to complete the historic task of drafting the Constitution for independent India. 19th August 1947, Constitutional Assembly set up a drafting committee under the chairmanship of Dr. Ambedkar. Set up a drafting committee under chairmanship to prepare a draft for the Constitution for India. To prepare a draft. The Constitution of India was adopted on 26 November 1949. 26 November 1949 is also mentioned in the preamble. The date on which the people of India preamble of the date on which the people of India also India was adopted on 26 November 1949. 26 number 949 is also mentioned in the preamble, date on which the people of India adopted, enacted, and gave to themselves a constitution. Constitution came into force 26 January 1950. This was specifically chosen as the date of commencement of the Constitution. Constitution because on this day, 1930, the Purna Swaraj Day was celebrated. In his concluding speech, the Constitutional Assembly, Dr. B. R. Ambedkar said, on 26 January 1950, we are going to enter into a life of contradictions. 50. This is specifically chosen as the date of commencement of Constitution because this day in 1930 the Purna Swaraj Day was celebrated. Government of India Act 1935. The ARC was established in the provision, but it was introduced at the federal levels. The ARC was abolished. Province. What it introduced? The division of subject was made into three lists. The division of a subject was made into three lists: federal 59 items, provincial 54 items, concurrent 36 items. First time 1935. Residual powers were given to the Viceroy. It provided for the establishment of All India Federation, consisting of British province and princely state. All India Federation, British province and princely state. It reserved seats for women in legislature in accordance with the allocation of seats for different communities. Women in legislature in accordance with the allocation of seats for different communities. That provided for the creation of a federal court. It introduced bicameralism in 6 out of 11 provinces. For the creation of federal court. Bicameralism in 6 out of 11 provinces. It provided separate electorates for depressed class, women and labor. Separate electorates. It provided for the establishment of a Reserve Bank of India to control the currency and credit of the countries. Establishment provided establishment Reserve Bank to control the currency. Chris Mission 1942 was proposed. Chris missions. Dominant status was proposed. Constitution of India was to be made by an assembly whose members were to be employed by provincial assemblies and nominated by the Prince State. India was to be made by an assembly. Members are elected by provincial assembly nominated by Prince State. Cabinet Mission Plan 1946. Mission envisages the establishment of Constitutional Assembly to frame the Constitution as well as an interim government. Frame the Constitution and as well as interim government. Indian Independence Act 1947. Partition Plan or the boundary